Hey, what's up, guys? It's Justin with California Grenadiers again. Going over what we did here today. This is the Overland Kings 270 HD awning. They have two versions. They have the 270 LD and the 270 HD. The HD expands all the way out to the front of the car and also wraps all the way around to this side here. So you have full coverage around the car. The LD, I believe, only goes to here and then up to maybe here. So this one's a little bit bigger, a little bit more coverage. I think they weigh about the same and they're the same measurement, but this one's just a little bit larger coverage. So I mounted it using the Trailrax specific 270 HD bracket here. So this bolts to the back of the crossbar, on top of the crossbar, and on the side of the crossbar here. So it's bolted in multiple places. They designed this so that when you open the 270 HD, because of all the weight that it's bearing the majority of the weight, resists wind and twisting forces easier. And then I have their standard 90-degree brackets. I have two of those there. So that made the mounting process much simpler and cleaner because it's specific to their rack, and it just mounts to the flat back side of the awning rather than using a bunch of universal brackets and things. So this was kind of the first go at it. I think it's where we want it. So we're gonna kind of just check out how it opens up. So it opens up on the bottom here. I think it's easier if you flip this up, kind of out of the way. Comes with straps. If you flip it out of the way, it kind of opens up a little bit easier. It has these straps that are holding all the fabric and the arms in place. Just undo those. Kind of rolls down here. Got some more straps. And you just walk it out. It's super simple. You just find a spot on your rig. Pick it up to. Tighten it down. It sits pretty flush in the back. If you can see over from this side, it sits pretty flush. It's pretty perfect. So that gives you full amount of shade coverage. And then you do the other side here. So it has two kind of awnings, almost. Just find another spot on the rig to strap it down. Strap it to the rock sliders here. Still sorting out where to strap everything to, but just make it taut. And there you go. Now you've got shade. A lot of shade. The cool thing about this, if you see these arms, the support bars, they're aluminum. And they're framed, so they are really strong, but they're super lightweight. And then what's cool is that it also comes with the legs too. So these can come down, and you can extend these down. If it gets windy or whatever, or if you want it to be a little more stable, it has it on all the arms. And what else is neat is that it's got lights. I'm still sorting out the battery solution for that and the wiring. It has it on all these arms here. But it has lights here, if you can see. It has LED strip lights right here, and right here, kind of the main area where you'd be hanging out. And it gives you your camp lights. So that's kind of neat. It's already built in, just nice little LED strips. And cool thing here too is that you have access to the rear. If you're cooking back here in the daytime, you've got your shade right here, or if it's raining, there you go. You can access all your gear. Cool thing on the Grenadier, you know, you can kind of close that door and it's still kind of open to the whole thing. Whereas some other vehicles, depending on which way they open, and the way that you have the awning mounted, it could block things. So this is the driver's side. I find that more useful. But you can mount it on either side. You just have to be specific on which one you prefer. It has straps up here, and it comes with a bag that has like ropes and things and stakes and stuff, so you can put the guy wires out. You can tie it down. It has it on all the corners. That way, if it's really windy, you can stake it out. It also has the Velcro on the inside here, so that you could install a wall and essentially turn it into a tent. So that's pretty cool. Looking forward to getting the wall installed and stuff and playing with that. But you know, it's waterproof, has some UV resistance, easy to deploy, fairly easy to put away, a lot easier than the straight rollout, and it has way more coverage than that. The only downside is that it is big, so you need to have the space where you're going to use it, and be cognizant of that. You can't just like really roll up anywhere and open it up. You've got to make sure that you've got the clearance for it. It's a little bit heavy. It's 50 pounds, not super heavy. It's long, and that's about it. The downfall of the straight pull-out ones is that you have to unzip it, you have to unroll them, which is kind of a pain to do if you're by yourself. Then you got to get the pulls out, and you have to do that while you're holding it because it's not freestanding. It has to be used with the poles, unless you get those really expensive ones that extend out automatically, or they have like the accordion style. Those aren't that cost effective, and they don't give you as much coverage as this does. But the trade-offs, you know, those are lighter, smaller footprint, so maybe doesn't hinder off-road performance as much or make the vehicle as top heavy, but you lose out on the functionality of the shade. So this is a pretty good solution. There's lots of companies out there that make these kinds of things, but I think Overland Kings has a nice design, nice logo, nice materials, good color scheme. You know, it doesn't have all these crazy weird green, bright orange kind of going on. It's just gray and black, and a little white logo there. It's not obnoxious, you know. But most of all, it has good coverage, and it's pretty reasonably priced. I think it's $1,200, something like that. So pretty pleased with it. But we're gonna use it camping coming up here soon, and we'll give you kind of a review of that and further look into some of our setup. So let me know what you guys think, and leave me any questions or comments you might have in the comments section. Thanks for watching, guys.